You guys see the pictures of Danny Baseball?
Yes. I knew where Luther was going. I was like, man, I should have snuck him into somebody's suitcase. I think one of the guys kind of texted me going, and I'm like, no, but I'll put it up.
I know.
That's so.
Love you.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So once, as soon as you got back, you had to leave.
Yeah, I know. We just were swapping. Crazy.
Okay, I have to put your tea like that.
Yeah, Gray, I'm watching the meeting. You want to see baby girl?
Can I have some more tea? More water, Daddy? Can I get some more tea or water?
You can get some water.
What? You said we're doing too much.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to get started in just about a minute. So if you can,
Make
grab
it
a pen and
better
paper. We get started with tonight's training. I see everybody here is prepared. For sure. So if you could announce yourself, who you are, and where you're calling from.
You're 8 now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't see anything though.
Daniel Gollinger, Houston, Texas. We don't see anything on the screen.
Yeah, we don't see anything on the screen.
I see another echo behind.
I can see.
Yeah, all I'm seeing is a green circle.
Yes, with a cute little boy on it. Adorable little boy.
Okay, so can we mute that or no?
The individuals have to move it, have a cut.
Oh, they have to mute themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Lori Luther, and I'm Regional Vice President with ACN, and I'm here to do your training for Monday Night Customer Acquisition tonight. And we're excited about this because I've got a guest speaker coming up, and she's going to be sharing a whole bunch of information about what she's been implementing over the last week or two since we implemented the Eric Worre video on the texting and what it's done for her business and the individuals she's working with in her business. So I'm really excited to be able to have her share. But before we get to that, I just want to highlight a few things. We still have a few more days on this October bonus, guys.
Uh-oh, we don't hear anything. Mm-hmm. Ow. You see anything? No?
You know, don't go with someone else. You're my friend, you're my family. I want to make sure I take the best care of you. So let me do that. And why would we do that? Because right now solar's already in Arizona, New Jersey, Oregon, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, and California. And Texas is coming soon, guys. Imagine getting paid on some of these next 10 years. You get the account one time and you get paid over and over and over. That's huge, guys. That's huge money. That's a huge residual base for you and your family to know that that's going to come in. And not only that, you're going to get referrals from each one of them. Once they have the solar in and they see how advantageous it is, you're going to get referrals. So you're going to get a lot of other people from that. So make sure you are aware and start getting the word out to people that we are going to have solar very soon. And so if someone knocks on the door, they can get the information, but tell them, hey, listen, don't sign up with anything because my company's coming with that soon. And the other thing you want to know is starting October 1st, we now need to get accredited to sell solar. So you want to be able to do the accreditation. It's right on your home page of your back office on the bottom left or bottom right, I can't remember which, but it says Zoom accreditation for solar. So get the solar accreditation. It's very simple. There is a training on it if you want to go through the training first, and that's under the ACN Compass for the training. But that will get you all set up to go ahead and offer the solar, but also don't limit yourself. Think about who do you know in those other states, Arizona, New Jersey, Oregon, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, California. Who do you know in those other states that you could refer? And it's a simple thing as filling out a quick form, and they take care of the rest for you. You really don't have to do much. It's amazing. So make sure that you talk to all the family and friends that you know in any of those states as well as Texas. Also, a couple reminders I want to note is that Innovia has the double points right now through the end, I believe it's the end of the month, right? End of the month. End of this month, you can get double the points. So if you get an Innovia account, which is merchant card services when they use credit card processing, if you get those right now and it's a 3-point value, you will actually get 6 points. So what does that mean? If you get 10 of those before the end of the month, then you could have your 60 points right out of the gate, which means you get paid 10% residual income on everything that you're acquiring. So just a thought, you want to hop on that, get that going, get your Innovia accounts in before the end of the month. That they don't have to process it by the end of the month, it just needs to be inputted before the end of the month. And guys, I got to tell you, business cell phones are being overlooked. People are not going after the business accounts for cell phones. We have business cell phone accounts now. We need to start going after those accounts. We just submitted one in Fresno, California for, I think it's a $5,400 account. Yes, it's more than the 50 that we have, but it doesn't matter. They can do different incremental payments in accounts and billing. They can work with these bigger accounts. So you want to start talking to friends and family that have businesses, that let them know we have cell phones to offer them. And you can see it. If I were you, I would hop on your online store and go into Flash and look at the different cell phones programs that we have for the businesses so that you're aware. And the exciting thing is we all know that T-Mobile's coming this month. So T-Mobile's going to open up the AT&T network as well. But again, right now, let's not overlook business cell phones. This is the time of year that family and friends start buying cell phones for people for Christmas. And you guys don't want to miss out on that business. Trust me, that is a big business. And if you can help get those cell phones right now and start getting them ready for the Christmas holiday season, it will pay you over months and years possibly on these accounts. So you want to definitely look at that, not just the business accounts, but all accounts for everybody. Start asking people, well, what are you getting your kids for Christmas? You'll be surprised at how many of them are getting cell phones for their kids, right? So you want to start talking to people, find out what they're getting, let them know that you can help them when they go through that process. And the other thing is I mentioned before with our texting program to follow up with people through the contact center where you can set them up on a drip mail system. Some of you have asked me, well, Lori, where do I find that contact center? If you have a YBA, you have to have YBA to have the contact center. It's one of the features. But on the bottom left of your homepage, it says Your Business Assistant. You click on that, and it takes you to the contact center. The contact center actually allows you to put in your contacts into the system, and you could set them up on a drip system as either a customer or for the business. So if you think you've got someone that might be interested in both, and I highly recommend this if you've sat with somebody to get them as a customer, or you've sat with somebody and showed them the business, put them on your drip system because they can always hit unsubscribe if they don't want to get it. But the neat thing is it puts you in front of them. It's almost like a follow-up. Some people you have to follow up 4 to 7 times, and if your drip system email goes to them 2 or 3 times this week, that's like following up with them 3 different times, even if you failed to, so that your name and error information is getting in front of them, and then pick up the phone and call them. And you can actually even see if they're watching the videos that they're getting sent, or if they're opening the emails and how much of the video they're watching. So it's a pretty cool tool. You definitely want to follow up with that contact center. But as I promised, I have an individual, you guys, that I want to bring up because she's done amazing things. She's took this texting for customers, texting for IBOs, for the business. She took it to heart. She watched the Eric Worre YouTube about the biggest breakthrough in network marketing in history. And with that, has had tremendous success, not just her, but her whole team. And I want you guys to hear from her about what she's doing. She's talked to me about what she's doing and what she's texting, but also the numbers. What kind of results is she getting? And I know that each one of you want to know those kind of results, because if you do nothing, you're not going to get anything. If you do something, you'll get something. But simply put, she's going to give you some ideas, like if you feel like I've run out of contacts, or I've followed up, or I've sent these out, but no one's getting a hold of me. If you listen closely to what she has to say and take notes, you'll know different things that you can add to implement to this texting program that we've been doing. Just for those of you, if it's your first time, what we've been doing is we send out 10 text messages a day at minimum, 5 days a week. You can do it during your break, during your 15-minute break. You could send out 10 text messages. And I always make them a little personable, Hey, Julie, how's things going? Or, hey, how's the kids? Hey, did you find a way to get home yet with the kids? Whatever it needs to be, start with a friendly thing and then follow through on the text. It's different kind of texting. There's the text for the services, if you want to just go with the services and get the survey back. There's also a text to get them down for coffee so that you can show them the business, and maybe if they don't want to do the business, you get them as a customer. So, but without further ado, I'm going to bring on board top producing team coordinator, Miss Lynn Cathy, who's just killing the industry. She's killing this texting. She's got it dialed. She's got her whole team accountable. They're doing it as well. They're having great numbers doing it. And I'm going to pass it over to top producing, Miss Lynn Cathy.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, thank you so much, Ms. Luther, for your training and having a chance. Excuse me. All right. Getting a chance to be here and being a part of the training. Because I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for trainings like this, I wouldn't be having the success that I'm having. So I'm very fortunate to be here, and I'm real excited to share with y'all. After, like what she said, watching that breakthrough with Eric Worre with the texting, it's been completely, just revolutionized for my business. And just to kind of give you some of what I've done and the results. So I just want to share with y'all, when I first saw this, I jumped on it literally. I didn't wait. I jumped on it right away. I sent out about 20 texts, and I got the results from the 20 texts immediately, 12 responses. So I said, wow, I knew right away this was going to work. And you know, a lot of people have asked me, what did I say on the text? And it was just something simple, you know, like if it's an old friend that I haven't seen in a while, you know, hey, how are you? I was going through my phone, I stumbled across your number. You know, what's going on? When can we get together for coffee? When can we get together for lunch? And so what's happened is, you know, the last couple of weeks, I have been able to get in front of, you know, on a weekly basis, 8 to 15 people a week. And it's just been, you know, for me, it's been an eye-opener as far as how are we, you know, how to get in front of people, and this is it. So just to kind of share what I've been doing on a daily basis, for me, Monday through Saturday, I'm sending 12 texts a day. Now, I'm also building up my customers, so I have my philosophy on what to do is to get in front of people. That's the bottom line. Get in front of them. And so I'm just going to kind of share with what my approach is, because if I haven't seen the individual in 10, you know, even 2, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, I want to make sure that they know that I'm here to reconnect a friendship. This business is not for everyone, but I want to share with them and find out, or find out what's going on in their life. So I'm just going to give a few examples of people that I hadn't seen in maybe 2 or 3 years, and the main thing about this business is to find out about them and catch up with them. It's kind of like a meet and greet. So I sat down with an old friend, we had coffee and just caught up, and I formed them, asked them about their family, and don't just ask like, how's your family? Great. What's your occupation? Great. Next, what's your we want to get deeper. We want to find out, okay, what are your kids up to? Are they in sports? And are they have they bought a car yet? Have they gone through driver's ed? So you really want to dive into that deeply, because this is a people business. We got to get to know the people, our friends, and make this more than just about the business. And then you go into asking them what they do and what their occupation is, and this is going to give you a chance to learn about what they like. And I love asking this question: what do you like most about what you do? And they tell me everything they love. And so then I'm listening to what they like most. And this is really critical, because when they tell me what they like, just for example, a friend of mine in Pearland, she says, well, I love helping people. Well, right then and there, that tells me her personality type. So then I ask her, what do you like least about what you do? And then she says, well, it takes a lot of my time. And it's always, I have to be at work in order to get paid. So this is one thing where we can learn about the individual and, maybe kind of figure out what their why is. And so when we talk, I'm asking them so many questions that they're at some point they're like, well, wait, you've asked me so many questions. What's going on in your world? And I always redirect it, something, everything's going great, kids are doing good, but then I redirect it back to them and ask them more questions. So after we've spent some time together, and this is something maybe I blocked like an hour and 15 minutes time for. I tell them a little bit about what I'm doing. I've got a business where I broker essential services, and I get paid when people pay bills. And that's the key, because at that point, that is a peaking question. That is a question, if I see the light bulb, if I see their eyes light up, I know there's an answer. But typically with someone like that, depending on the setting and the environment, I might want to schedule an appointment for a few days later, or get another appointment to actually sit down, because I don't want it to look like I'm going after them to get them started in the business. I want them to see that I'm genuine. I really do want to catch up with them. So based on that, what I've done in the last 12 days, as far as setting up appointments, I've got 2 this week, 1 tomorrow, 1 Wednesday, with the people that I met up with last week to actually enroll them. They have, they've seen the business, and they said, you know what, we're excited, we're ready to get started. So this has been very successful, not just for me, but for even people on our team. Another thing I wanted to share is, even if they don't show an interest, I had one gentleman who just kind of like, yeah, oh, that's great, and kind of talk more about his business. Well, then, I asked him, I said, listen, I'm working with, we're project feeding children. And I would love to get support from the people that I care about. And our goal this year is to feed $1.5 million, and it won't cost you anything. Do you think you could support that organization? And when I tell them all they have to do is, answer a few questions on bills that they're already paying, they're so open to that. and because I spent time with them. So that's why I've taken the texting to use it for both, for just to get in front of people. And then if I don't get them in the business, then I ask them to support what we're doing with Project Feeding Kids. Now, there was another gentleman that I had showed the business to about 1.5 years ago, and I did use the text, and I said, hey, can we meet up? I need your help with one of my businesses. And so that was a good way to set the appointment with him, and he's given me all of his business services. So it doesn't, you know, this is for both, for services and to get in front of people. But I want to share a couple of success stories. I know there's a lady, Miss Ann Coleman, who's on my team, and she's doing amazing. She has what I have record of, and I'm sure she's probably shown this to more people, 6 exposures and gotten customers based on the one-on-one, you know, showing the business. They didn't show an interest, and that's fine, but she got them as a customer. And so I'm so proud of what she's doing. I'm so excited for her. Also, Paula McNair, doing the same thing. So this is something that is, it's duplicating, and it's something that's easy to teach. And once you understand it and know it, you know, imagine getting a team and having a team of 100 people doing the same thing and getting the exposures out there. So it's great. And I know Mrs. McNair and Mr. McNair, they're getting customers. Tanae and Jason Broomfield, they're out there doing the same thing too. So I want to also share really quickly about Facebook. Now, I have to admit, I wasn't the normal Facebooker. I just got Facebook back up a couple months ago. But I've got to tell you guys, it has worked out really, really good, because once again, connecting with old friends. And you know, I got a message this morning from a lady, and she, you know, she had posted a picture, who changed her profile picture, and I, you know, gave her a compliment and said, you know, hey, when are we going to have that coffee we've been talking about? And her response was, you know what, I really want to have coffee with you. You're intriguing me by what I see on your Facebook. Now, I'm not an ACN secret agent. I don't, you know, keep it quiet about what I do. But I don't post too much stuff because I don't want to have it all out there. So I kind of leave it for piquing people's interest. So we've got it set up that we're going to meet Thursday. And, you know, once again, this is something that's just kind of by posting stuff on Facebook, all the excitement that we have, all the promotions in the team, just you want to make sure you put it out there, because people are just, oh my gosh, what are you doing? This is exciting. Todd Stottlemyre, why are you meeting with him? So it gives us an opportunity for, you know, people to see what we're doing, ask questions, and just set the appointment. So that's basically what I'm doing. One last thing is, as far as, you know, we run out of contacts. You know, I've been texting so many people. My phone has pretty much tapped out, but I did not let that stop me. What I started doing when I started getting down into the Z's, I knew that I had to get in front and get 10 names and numbers a day. So I have been actively, you know, we go to the store, we go get gas, and it's just an easy conversation to have with someone. You know, just anything. Oh my gosh, I love your hair. It's so pretty. What do you do? You know, just an easy conversation, and you know, you can get names and numbers quickly. And then now what you're doing is you're building it up. If you get 10 names and numbers a day, oh my gosh, I mean, that's going to add up to hundreds, thousands, and just imagine what that's going to do. And just follow up with them. You know, have coffee, get to know them, and use the basics. You know, use the simple, the forming: family, occupation, recreation, motivation, and find out what they want. And find out, you know, that's where you can find out their hot button and what if they're going to be a customer, or if they're going to be motivated to make money in this business. So I'm glad I got a chance to share this with everyone. I'm really excited. I'm going to keep sending out text messages, keep getting phone numbers. And this is just amazing what it's done for myself, my team, and, you know, future people that we're going to meet coming in the future. So with that, I'm going to give it back to Miss Lori Luther. Thank you.
Wow, that was fantastic. I hope you guys took some great notes on that. I hope you caught the part where she said when she started to run out of her regular contacts, what she did is she started going to Facebook, and she started connecting with people on Facebook, making it about them, you know, things about them. But then also just that reconnection, giving her a chance to possibly have coffee with them and progress it forward. So your 10 texts a day, if you're running out of names on your phone, then start going to your Facebook, start going to your LinkedIn. But don't slam them, but just approach them so that you start to approach people each and every day. Without those numbers, she wouldn't have all these new customers that she's getting. She wouldn't have these 2 new IBOs coming in this week. So this is what's going on, guys, and that's just from starting something 12 days ago. Imagine what her business is going to look like by the end of the month. right? And all those other people like Miss Paula McNair and Ann Coleman. I mean, just imagine if you got 10 of your people, if there's 10 of you out there getting 10 customers a month, let's just say 10 customers a month. You have a team of 10, each of you go get 10, and not only are you making money on the bonus, you know, if you're all getting 10, you're at least making the 400 and another 100 here. So that's $500 you're making there by getting 10 each. But you're also building the back end, the residual income. If you've got 10 people on your team doing that, that's 100 new customers every single month. That's 100 new kids getting fed every single month. That's 100 new bills times $40 on average. That's a lot of money when you start to add it up. That's $4,000 billing that you just added to your portfolio. So if you just think about a lot of people doing a little bit, and every little bit, if you have a goal of hitting 10 new customers a day, 10 new customers a month, that's a small goal, but it can be done. And with this kind of bonus, I would actually go for 12. Why not? Because you get 800 versus 500, right? So guys, think about that. Think about how big this is. And if you do a little bit every day, think about at the end of a year, what will your business look like? And if those 10 know how to do it, what if they start empowering 10 of their people to do it? So it helps to duplicate and teach it down through the system. So with that, guys, I hope this training, I hope you found it very valuable this week, and that you go implement it. The call to action is go start sending 10 text messages a day. We've got a list up here of just some of the things some of the people have been sending out. One just sends coffee with a question mark. Another one says, hey, get together for coffee this week. I have something important to share with you. What does your schedule look like this week? Coffee? That sort of thing. Have not seen you in a while. How about coffee? Or have not seen you in a while. Coffee, question mark. It can be this simple, guys, this simple. Coffee this week, I'm buying. You know, who's going to pass up a cup of coffee? Hey, bud, let's get together this week. I want to talk about feeding starving kids or hungry kids, right? Hey, during the holidays, I want to help feed a whole bunch of hungry kids this holidays. Let's get together for coffee. So you can send lots of different things. It could be more simple, like, Lynn, hey, you know, what's been going on with you? Let's get together for coffee. But that gives you a chance to get your foot in the door. And she's right. You're most likely, if you're just doing a meet and greet right then, you'll probably follow up with the business part later. But at least you can get together with them and start following up. Now, some people, if you lead in with the help feeding hungry kids, you're going to be able to approach your business right away and possibly getting customers right away. So you guys, I hope you find that very valuable. Sit down, do the numbers, and then start to implement it. 10 texts a day. 10 texts a day, 5 days a week. Take, you know, if you have 2 15-minute breaks, send 5 on each break. But if you don't do it, your business won't move forward. If you do it, it could progress very quickly and you can have a lot of success. And only that, why not make some extra Christmas money, right? Yeah. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in tonight. And you guys have a fantastic week. And we'll see you again next week.
Bye.
Yay!
Hey.